Drive down 3 hours and
Yay!
see.
We're finally in the same time zone. We can meet lots. I mean, it's sad that Ashna and I are in the same time zone. And Ashna is still a part of this podcast, but she's very busy mining for diamonds.
Yeah.
So she won't be a part of this episode, but hopefully the next. Yes.
Yeah. Very much talk.
Yes.
To celebrate.
Celebrating a bit sparkler, aren't we?
Let's sparkle.
First, we need to tell our viewers why we were MIA, and we were MIA because I moved to the UK. That looks rude. And I got married.
Yeah!
It feels like it was coming for a long time, but at the same time, it feels like I didn't get married. Life just carried on. And
Really?
I'm just living with
But
it.
you did it so quickly, like the
Yeah.
whole process. How long did it take you to plan, and like from the planning to deciding that you were going to do it quickly?
Yeah.
To the wedding day, how long was it?
I think about 2 months.
That's so.
One
quick.
of which I was already in the UK for.
Yeah.
And then a month before I moved, we realized that now it's time and I can move. So we started looking at stuff and everything. Because first I was going to get married at Mahi's farm.
Yeah, that's.
But then COVID and everything.
Like
and
condensed all weddings. We did 2 weddings every week, and I barely when I finally got a minute to do things that were not weddings. There was life admin, and there was like so many. And then when I didn't have that, I just wanted some peace and to chill and sit.
And you had some health concerns.
Oh, I had an operation on my ear, but it's okay now.
And you tested it because at my wedding you danced and danced.
I was not. Arpita's wedding was 5 days after my surgery. And the doctor, I asked the doctor, as I came out of surgery, I was like, I need to go to a wedding. And, is it okay? Can I go? And he was like, as long as you don't do any vigorous dancing.
Which you did.
Which we did a lot.
Tell me about this.
At weddings, something about being at a wedding makes single men and women just really up for finding a new romantic interest.
Definitely.
If you're single and you're at a wedding, do you feel bad for being single? Do you feel lonely?
Or you see a couple in love and you're like, man, I want that. And I want.
But is it love? They're not going after love. They're going after
sex.
let's just meet someone and not feel lonely.
Yeah. It's a good meeting ground because everybody will have the boy will have friends, single friends, the girl will have single friends. One of your friends has to be unmarried, right?
Yeah.
How small was my wedding? But we still had some people getting to know each other. You could see they're just chatting, but you could see a few couples forming. Yeah. Sparks are flying. But
I was going to say...
it's a holiday season thing.
And also, you're properly dressed up. When you look good, you feel good about yourself. And you're like, I look good today. Yeah. I could meet someone.
True. Keep asking, so how do you feel? So how's married life? It literally is living with your best friend. And the only difference is, like I was telling you yesterday, when you're shopping or when you're using a title somewhere and you're like looking through options and you're like, oh, I'm Mrs. It's weird. I'm so... Yeah.
Have you changed all your info on everything?
To Mrs.
Your bank and your...
No, because I'm keeping my name. I'm one of those people who never... Ever since I was little, I never wanted to change my name. It's Arpita Garaya.
I like your surname. It suits you. I think my surname suits me.
You, Mahi Murgai.
And I don't think... Say I married someone with Jones. Mahi Jones. Or Mahi Potter. No.
Mahi Potter. It goes actually.
It does?
And then you asked me a good question. You're like, really? So when you went through all that, the nerves and stuff, what did you do? And I was like, I watched Netflix.
You disassociate from reality completely.
Yeah.
And then,
And I watched that show that I was talking about yesterday, My Unorthodox Life. I think My Unorthodox. That's on the words I can't say.
Maybe we should do vocal exercises before we start a
podcast. La, 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 la.
Mom, beep, 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 boop, boop, boop. We should Google vocal exercises because we have
No offense to people who are experts in vocal exercises.
La, la.
La 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 la.
Showed me a picture of someone who was like, he didn't know the person he was writing to.
Yeah.
But he sent her, please can you send me a picture of your mom and dad's feet? I want to bow to the people who created you.
Oh.
That's so funny. I want
Is
to
that a
know
pickup
what
line?
Huh?
Is that a pickup line?
I think it's intended as a pickup line. Like,
Ah.
damn, you're so
Like, you're
beautiful
so good.
that, like, congratulate the parents, you know?
I almost thought it was going down the foot fetish way.
Ah.
You know, because when you said feet, that's the first thing I thought of. But that's weird. I remember my favorite pickup line to use, well, not on people to pick them up, but in general, as a joke, pickup line is, do you have a garden? I've used this. I told you this joke.
Tell me.
Because I'd like our tulips to me. I've said this to literally every person I know because it's the funniest pickup line.
It is really. I've heard another version of the tulips thing, but when you said, "Do you have a garden?" That's not like it didn't come to me at all. It was still, yeah.
But I don't think these pickup lines are pickup lines. It's more like those yo mama jokes. I always think of them as reciting one of them.
Yeah.
You know, yesterday how you were talking about people who made it as vegans and
Oh yeah, my friend.
yeah, and then how they established themselves.
She made it as a vegan. You're right, Arpita. She made it as a vegan.
She made it as a vegan, and what you said was really nice about her, that she didn't try and convert you.
No, but
Because I've never met a vegan who hasn't tried to convert.
yeah,
me.
I have met other vegans who tried to convert me, like even on a very like a date.
What did they do for Christmas?
I don't know, Arpita.
That's sad.
I have done like vegan meals for my family. I tried the vegan cheeses. I gave it to them. They couldn't tell the difference.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't. A lot of people say you can't.
And I'm
tell.
not a vegan. I'm not. But I think it's only like the market has so much available produce. Like to say that, oh, I only drink normal milk. Well, there's nothing wrong with trying a different kind of milk. You just open up your options and you have a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
I remember my Masi did this meal where she got. Well, I don't think she got. Well, somebody got it. A bird and a bird and a bird.
Oh, I think it's a duck or a goose with
Yeah.
a chicken and a quail or something like that.
Oh, it was so bad.
It was bad?
Yeah.
You don't like poultry?
I do like poultry. No, I like chicken. I don't like duck, you're right. I don't like turkey. What else? No, you're right.
Yeah, no, I think my stepmom's mom didn't like poultry either.
But I
I'm
love
everyone.
chicken.
Chicken is very versatile though.
We had that flight. It was very close.
Very
I don't think I've prayed this hard for anything else. Maybe board exams, but...
Oh yeah. I remember Arpita was on the bed next to mine.
Yeah, I wake up and
every,
pray.
Wake up and pray every
Dear God,
day.
I'm not going to study hard, but please give me 90%.
We got 90, right? Average?
Well,
Wasn't it 89 or 90?
it was like 88, 89.
Nay, it was 80.
89 is 90. I will take that.
89 is 90.
Yeah. 90%, which in India is really bad because people are at 97.5.
But we got what we needed for here.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was really good for here. We could have gone to Oxford.
I would have got a quota
Yeah.
for being in India, like for Indian universities, because foreign quota.
Oh.
I would have got into, and I think that's why my dad was so angry with me when I wanted to stay.
Where could you have gone? Any DU?
Any.
Like you're telling me the unis I need 99.5%. You could have gone there. Like St. Stephen's and all. Oh, wow.
How many of our friends went to DU?
Nobody.
Naina. Yeah, a lot of my teachers didn't like me in India. When I moved from the English school system to the Indian school system, it was very weird. It'll be like that culture shock is probably what I expect your culture shock of moving to the UK at uni would have been.
No, mine because I moved to a very accepting culture, and you came from England. You came to a school where sleeveless was bad. Like right now,
we'd be in so much trouble for wearing these in school.
Yeah, it's like oh my god,
Sexualizing shoulders.
this is turning a man on. Shoulder.
Don't show too much shoulder, but
Bad. And our school was vegetarian.
yeah.
I mean, It was a lovely school because a lot of the staff members were quite nice, and we made our bestest friends there.
I feel like you bond with people so much more because you're
in bad circumstances.
Yeah. Like when you go through a really not traumatic experiences, but when you go through like something really difficult with people, you become closer.
Actually, that's true. So like, I mean, not that it was bad, but it was very intense religiously also, our school, right?
It was a highly religious school, vegetarian, no mobile phones, no TV. We couldn't speak to our parents.
Yeah. And like, I remember
we weren't allowed to go out of school bounds.
No, weren't allowed to talk or meet boys.
No boys.
Yeah. That was weird though. Now
very
I think
weird.
About it. We grew up in very unnatural circumstances.
Yeah.
So if any of
we turned out okay.
If any of our listeners find us weird, please understand it's because of where we're coming from. But what do you remember? I remember
falling asleep and like prefects, because when we were
prefects, we used to put earphones in under our suits.
But this is when we didn't have AirPods, so you needed the wire. The wire went through your arm, and you just listened to music like this
on your ear. Yeah. You know what was the weirdest thing about Havan though? Do you remember it was in our auditorium? So the Havan was done in 3 separate parts because we had 3 houses. And then there was this stage because the auditorium had a stage. Yeah. And all the girls who were on their period had to sit on stage.
Yeah, if you were having your period, you couldn't go down where the prayers were happening.
Yeah, like what the hell? Where did you study?
Yeah.
I was like, no, it was a really good school.
But it was a good school. All of the negative things, like I think that when you are... And I hate to use this word. Maybe I won't use it. It's okay. I won't use it. But when you're so restricted, in a way,
oppressed. You were gonna say.
I was gonna say oppressed.
Yeah, no, it is oppressed.
But we bonded and we made our own fun by rebelling.
Yeah.
And that was so much fun.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't have rebelled if there was nothing to rebel against. And our rebellions weren't even that big. They were like hiding food and mobile phones. And what else did we do? We like played with puppies. We weren't allowed to play with puppies.
Yeah, kittens. Remember when we got those kittens up in our...
Yeah.
It's turning from a podcast to a life blogging thing, isn't it?
But yesterday we posted stories.
Yeah. I mean, that was like an advertisement gimmick. Like, how do you draw attention?
You can tell.
You can tell we're like social media pros.
But I don't know if it's because we're trying hard or because we're so guilty that we've been absent.
We've been not trying at all. Yeah.
Do you know what? We actually had a really nice night last night. We just sat and chilled. Me, Arpita, and Arpita's husband. We were just...
See, that's when I know married. Husband?
Yeah, your
husband.
Husband.
Right, what are your plans for today, Mahi? What do you want to do? Because you're visiting me in my town, royal town of Sutton.
We made the plan. We're going to Christmas markets, then we're meeting your husband. And we're going to a bowling place with a bar. And so we'll do some drunk bowling.
Doesn't sound very different to what we used to do in Delhi, does it?
No. I feel like I'm throwing in a lot of Indian words because when I'm with Arpita, I find it very easy to like be
practice.
It's not bilingual though, is it? It's just it's like Hinglish.
But you are bilingual.
But I mean this is an English medium podcast. But I say words like henna, which means right, and ha
is yes.
Is yes. But am I saying other word? If I say another word like which has a Hindi meaning, I'll give you the translation.
Because we have so many
followers
that they won't understand Hindi.
Henna?
Anna?